Welcome to AAM Podcast.
I'm Ariel.
I'm Elia.
And I'm Mina.
Today, we are bringing you the story of someone who didn't just change his country. He inspired the whole world.
His life is full of legend, from being a tribal prince to spending 27 years in prison for pursuing equality, and eventually become the first black president in South Africa.
Can you believe all that actually happened to one guy, Mandela?
Wait, you mean that Mandela as in the Mandela effect Mandela?
Exactly like Mandela.
But no, we are not getting into the Mandela effect or any memory mix-ups today. We are talking about a real Mandela, Nelson Mandela. So, what made him such a global hero?
Mandela spent his whole life fighting apartheid. I mean, can you imagine? In South Africa, white and black people weren't allowed to go to the same schools, ride the same buses, or even live in the same neighborhoods.
This sounds ridiculous.
And what's even more terrifying, black people weren't allowed to vote, couldn't marry someone of a different race, and were even banned from certain stores. They were completely denied basic human rights.
I mean, seriously, how did such an unfair system even exist? It's like a real villain origin story, but with actual injustice.
Okay, wait a second. Before we get into it, let's talk about Mandela's background first.
Mandela was born in a noble family of tribe. He was well educated and became a lawyer. Although he could have a peaceful life, he chose to join African National Congress and participated in the movement against racial discrimination.
At that time, the South African government wasn't open to any dialogue at all. Mandela was given a life sentence and spent 27 years in prison. He hardly saw his kids as they grew up.
Despite that, he didn't give up in prison and became more determined.
In 1990, after spending years in prison, Mandela was finally released. A lot of people expected him to be angry, maybe even out for revenge. But instead, he chose peace. He started talking with the government and worked toward real change.
That's the truly amazing part. He didn't take revenge. Instead, he created the Truth and Reconciliation Commission to help South Africans confront the past and move beyond the hate.
After all of this, there's no more separation in white people and black people in South Africa.
By now, I'm sure you all get why Mandela is such a world hero.
He successfully brought the end to South Africa's 40-year-long racial segregation.
By staying peaceful, he became a symbol of hope and equality all over the world.
He also won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993.
One of his most powerful quotes is this: "For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others."
Mandela not only fights for South Africa but also reminds the world that respect, diversity, and equality are values we should all strive for.
Now, let's share our reflection of Mandela to each other.
Let me start first. After learning about Nelson Mandela's story, I realized how priceless it is to stand up against injustice. Even when he was treated unfairly and imprisoned, he never gave up. It takes real courage to speak out when you are part of the oppressed. And Mandela showed the world that one voice, with enough strength and hope, can lead to real change.
And to me, understanding the effort Mandela made, I truly appreciate his diligence and hard work. He fought for people's rights while putting himself at risk and devoted himself to solving racial issues. This attitude is truly worth learning from.
I totally agree. What touched me the most was that even after spending 27 years in prison, he still chose to forgive his enemies and work for peace in his country. His kindness and determination really inspired me.
How about you? Did you have any reflection after this podcast? Share with your friends.
This is AAM Podcast.
I'm Ariel.
I'm Elia.
And I'm Mina.
Thanks for your listening. See you next time.